Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here in the lovely World of Raccoons with me, Vanillaraccoon. Heyo! I hope you guys are having a splendid Monday. I know I somewhat am, and that's only because I woke up a little later than I usually do. And when I say a little later, I mean I woke up roughly 2.5 to 3 hours later than I usually do during the week. So if this video goes up a little later than I usually upload, which is roughly around 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then just know from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we are going to be working on in this episode, and that is my little house here on my little island just above my little stronghold. And granted, we got our build on in the previous episode and we built our little house here. Over the weekend, I decided to continue to get my build on and just change up the way it looked, and also with the choice of blocks and wooden materials that I was using. And at this point now, I'm not really that happy with how it looks. And also, I don't know about you guys, but I have this thing where from time to time, when I build something as simple as a starter house such as this, for example, when I look at it, sure, I may like how it looks, or I may like how it looks to a certain extent, but it kind of bears a resemblance to something that I have built previously, meaning it doesn't have any form of uniqueness to it. And what I want to do in this episode is I just want to tear down this monstrosity of a build and then build something entirely new, build something that is out of my comfort zone, and I have just an idea as to what I want to build. So let me go ahead and gather up the resources that I'm going to need, and then when I bring it back, we'll get our build on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the house has been torn down, and with that being done, let's go ahead and begin to work on establishing a layout for our house here. So I'm going to take my stone bricks, and I'm just going to create 4 vertical support beams in the corners that are going in a total of 3 in height. And then I'm just going to take my blue stained clay, and I'm going to begin to fill in the walls. Now at this point of the building process, I'm not going to worry about punching out the windows, and that's only because it is, at least in my opinion, a good idea. Oh wow, I'm going to run out of blue stained clay. Who would have thought that would happen? And it appears that I don't have any more left. Oh wait, no. I forgot completely. I don't want to place them 3 in total going up. I only want them to be 2 going up in height. My bad. But like what I was saying, it is, at least in my opinion, to just not worry about punching out the windows quite yet, so long as you have a general idea as to how you want your build to look, then that can wait until farther into the building process. Oops, didn't mean to place that dark oak log right there. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to lay down these dark oak logs so that they act as horizontal support beams for our roof, because it may look a little on the heavy side, and although I'm trying not to apply too much realism with this build, only because that's in part of me stepping out of my comfort zone when getting my build on, I at least would like to keep some sense of realism going on. And if our roof is going to be a little heavy, well, we don't want our house to collapse within itself, or on top of itself, I should say. So this is what we're gonna have as of now. And let me go ahead and just grab my cobblestone stairs. And I'm actually gonna have to take a moment to take a look as to what I've done in my single player creative world to see exactly how the roof looks. Alright peeps, I went ahead and took another look at the finished product in my Let's Build world, and I'm ready to continue to get my build on. And while I do so, I want to take this time to talk to you all about something, well, a few things I should say. And the first thing is my departure from Decidedly Vanilla. Now I want to make it absolutely known and clear that upon the recording of this video, to my current knowledge, I have not seen anyone else come out and speak about or share their side of things as to what happened. So when I first joined Decidedly Vanilla back during the fall of 2016, there was a little activity on the server. But as time moved on, that little activity practically turned into no activity. And I was the only one who was, for the most part, active on the server. Not just recording content, but just being on the server and doing anything. Now, I had mentioned this to the fellow server mates and quite a few times about possible ideas as to how we can get activity going again on the server and how we could possibly resolve one or few issues. But the general consensus from these discussions was nothing was going to be done about it. And even though we had one or few other members join the server, that didn't change anything at all. And at one point in time, it became only that other new member and myself who were on the server. And towards the end, I mentioned it in the business chat saying, hey guys, I don't want you guys to feel blindsided, but I'm considering on departing from the server. And after that, we sat down as a group. We talked about what's been going on. We talked about a few other things, and then it just came to the point where it's like, yeah, we're aware of these issues well, not issues, we're aware of this and that going on. We're aware of this and that happening, but for the most part, we're not going to do anything about it. Even the server owner of Decidedly Vanilla had announced that he was going to be joining a new Minecraft SMP, and when he said this, he even stated he was going to do it for the activity on that particular SMP. But he also said, I'm not leaving Decidedly Vanilla as a whole, I'm just joining a new community because they seem to be fairly active. And so I decided if nothing was going to be done to resolve any of the issues that were going on, then I was just going to go ahead and leave. Now, shortly after, the Division SMP happened, and quite a few members from Decidedly Vanilla joined the beautiful Division SMP. And although I have absolutely nothing against the members of Division, I at least just right now, I don't have an interest in producing any Minecraft SMP content. And that's only because after sitting back and watching what happened to Decidedly Vanilla and feeling powerless in knowing that I probably could have helped resolve some of the issues that were going on, but nothing was done. The idea of producing content from another SMP, at least at this point in time, is not in my favor. It's something that I have no interest in doing whatsoever. And instead of producing content for you all that I myself am not enjoying making or even enjoying off camera, I would rather just focus on the things that I know that I want to make. I want to focus on producing the content that I already enjoy making or that I'm eager to begin making for you all. Because one part, at least in my opinion, with doing YouTube is, if you enjoy the work that you do, and if you enjoy creating the content that you do, then you've got nothing to lose. It's up to then the viewers to decide if they like it, and if they like it enough to share it with other people that they know who may also like it. Cough, cough. If you enjoy these videos from yours truly, go ahead and share them, please. But at this point in time right now, I'm discontinuing my Division SMP Let's Play series to focus on my Minecraft single player series, but also I want to produce some more montages for Halo 5, Guardians, Titanfall 2, and who knows, maybe I'll figure out a way to produce some type of Minecraft montage. Maybe it'll be PvP on some minigame server, who knows. But for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, our roof has been completed, and as you also saw, the inside has been worked on as well, so that we have somewhat of a dome roof going on, and I'm fairly happy with how this looks both inside and out. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little depth and detail into the walls, and then from there we'll move on to the next thing that I want to work on in this episode. I'm usually the type of guy who doesn't want to start something knowing that I may not be able to finish it. So instead of just moving on to the next thing that I want to work on in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and just finish off this new build entirely with you all. And we're going to just go ahead and close the door so that way nothing creeps up from behind us or tries to give us a hug from behind that we may not want at the time. And we're just going to begin to work on the second floor. Now this is where we're going to go ahead and throw down our bed, so we can just lay our head to rest and make it the day when we need to. And actually, before we go ahead and actually lay it down and leave it, let's create something of a railing, so that way if we were to roll around in our sleep, then we don't have to worry about rolling off the bed onto the floor and then over this ledge here. Something tells me that would not be a pleasant experience to endure. Now down here we're just gonna go ahead and throw a furnace right there. I'm not entirely sure if this is exactly where I want it to be, because you know what, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw our furnace down right there, and then right beside it we'll go ahead and throw a chest. No, I want to have this idea where I can stand practically right here in the middle of this 3x3 area, and then look outside a window and be able to see what's going on in the world. But I want to do so while I am able to do some cooking. So, and I don't want to place this furnace right beneath the stairs, because that wouldn't really look at least interesting to me. Let's go ahead and just grab our furnace. No, that's too close to the door. See, this is me trying to not apply too much realism into the build, but nevertheless, I'm doing just that. So why don't we go ahead and create something as simple as that for a kitchen design. Right here, we'll go ahead and throw our chest. Yeah, why not? Actually, we could possibly just go ahead and throw it right here, leaving this space open for... I have no ideas at the moment as to what we could utilize this empty space for, but we'll just leave it at that. So this is our kitchen area. This is our upstairs. Now why don't we go ahead and just have a window. Oh, can we not have a window here? Oh, I don't think we can, guys. Hold on a second. Hello? Okay, no, we can't do that. Let's try and push this open and punch that open. That could possibly work. Let's go ahead and step outside and see how that looks from this perspective of things. It's hardly noticeable, so why don't we go ahead and do the exact same thing to the opposite end, which would be right here, I suppose. And let's go ahead and try and retrieve that block so it doesn't disappear. And I like how that looks. Now, part of me would like to put that on every corner, but I don't think that would really look too well. So I'm just going to leave it on this corner and on the opposing corner. And why don't we go ahead and just take a step inside once more, see how this looks. I like it. I think it adds a nice little look for a window that we have right here, because we're not going to have any glass blocks or fence gates that you would normally, or fence posts or iron bars that you normally would see in a window space in Minecraft. But I like how this looks, so I'm going to leave it as it is. And you know what? At least for right now, I think that's going to do it overall for this build. And considering it's getting to be fairly late into the afternoon now, and I would like to get this video up for you all while it is still Monday, and at this point now, most likely during prime time here in the States, that's going to do it. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode, then leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, then I invite you to check out the rest of it. But don't forget to turn on notifications when subscribing. That way you will then be notified when future Minecraft and other gameplay content is uploaded from yours truly, Vanillaraccoon. But I would like to wish you all a happy day, and peace out.